Ayan. Again, good evening. Courtesy of the references natin ay si book ni Sir Win Balyada. So, you may find resource out of the library or other book source no, para may review kayo for your FABM series. No? Kasi kadalasan dito laman din yan. Dito magda-line yan. Okay, sige, start na natin yung ating review series no, for the multiple choice question. Ito naman yung aspeto na kung saan that is standardized test talaga. So mostly ang lahat po ng mga problems po ay naka-multiple choice. So you must learn how to eliminate the wrong choices and na matira yung best choices no doon sa sagot. So based on my experience, marami pong mga tricky questions na kailangan mo sagutan based doon sa concept na natutunan mo doon sa inyong counting. No? Sige, let's start for the scenario. So, the statement of changes in equity. Pag sinabing statement of changes in equity, ano-ano nga uli yun? That is the determination of the movements of your capital. So, mostly that is nakabeginning capital siya. Add mo may additional investments, add mo yung net income mo, less mo yung withdrawals mo or drawings mo is equivalent to your ending capital balance. So that is your statement of changes in equity. So letter A ba? Has no relationship with the balance sheet. Letter B indicates whether the cash position of the entity will permit withdrawals by the owner. Letter C provides a link between the income statement and the balance sheet. O letter D shows the income and expenses of the entity for a given period. So dito class, sa pag-analyze ninyo, sa letter A pa lang, eliminate na agad natin yun. Why? Sa letter A kasi has no relationship with the balance sheet. Wala siyang relationship. Yung statement of changes in equity, mayroon siyang relationship sa pamamagitan ng ending capital balance. Okay? So, wrong na yung letter A na choice. Okay, letter B. So, tingnan natin. Indicates whether the cash position, may kinalaman ba sa cash position yan? Yung statement of changes in equity? Wrong. No? So, that is, walang kinalaman si cash position sa statement of changes in equity. More on capital siya. Kaya ilalagay mo siya sa statement of cash flows. So, letter B, eliminate mo. Mali na. So, ano tira ay letter C or D? So, tingnan natin. Imay-imayin natin. So, letter D, unahin natin. Shows the income and expenses of the entity for a given period. Okay. So, ano ba siya? Statement of income, financial performance or income statement ba siya? Ay, ang tanong natin ay statement of changes in equity. So, tingnan natin yung letter C. Provides a link between the income statement and the balance sheet. That is correct. That is letter C. Provides a link between income statement and the balance sheet. So, yun yung ending capital balance. Kasi nga, may income statement part doon. That is your net income. Meron siyang i-determinate mo pa, no? Yung net income through revenue less expenses, no? And yung balance sheet mo, that is withdrawals and your beginning capital. Then, para matira yung ending capital na ilalagay mo na sa pinaka-final balance sheet mo. Okay? So, that is letter C ang tamang sagot. So, I think tumama kayo sa inyong mga hula. Pero dapat rationally po tayo pagdating sa mga multiple choice na ganyan. Okay, number 2. Tingnan natin sa number 2. Which of the following is an example of investing activity? Ayan na naman tayo, class. Rationally na naman ulit tayo. Investing activity. When we say investing activities, that is dealing with the purchasing and the disposal of the non-current assets. Uulitin ko. It is an activities that stimulates the purchasing and the disposal portion of your non-current assets. That is your investing activities. Nag-invest ka ng non-current assets kasi gagamitin po for the long period of time na magpo-produce ng future economic benefits sa company. So, alin-alin dyan ang kanyang investing activities. Is it letter A, obtaining a bank loan? Letter B, paying taxes to the government? Letter C, producing goods and services? Letter D, purchasing building or purchasing a building. So, ano alin dyan? Sige, eliminate tayo. Susugiin natin yung mali dito. Yung eliminate muna natin. Ano ba yung letter C, una-una. May kinalaman ba yan sa producing goods and services? Ang tanong niya ay investing activity. That is wrong. Eliminate mo na yung letter C. Mali yan. Wala yan sa choices natin. Okay? Letter A kaya, obtaining a bank loan. Lalo na ito. So, ibig sabihin, pag nag-bank loan ka, nag-issued ng loans payable para i-finance mo sa operations ng company mo. Financing meaning, obtaining a bank loan that is under ng financing activities. No? Well, letter C, operating activities. Letter A, financing activities. Letter B, paying taxes to the government plus, oh my goodness. May kinalaman ba yan sa investing activity? The answer is, wala yan. Operating activities po ang taxes kasi for the current operations yan. Okay. Okay. Sige. Sorry for the interruption. So, alin na lang ang natitira sa ating mga option? So, tinira natin si letter D. Why? Purchasing a building is part of your investing activity. So, that is your investing activity. The answer is letter D. So, kung may mga sumagot sa inyo ng letter A, B, or C, pakiulit po ng iyong accounting concepts. Pakibasa po ng mga concepts na dapat nilalaman ng inyong investing activities under ng statement of cash flows. Okay? So, I think na gets nyo yung concept na tinatalakay natin. Okay, ito naman tayo. Number 3. Which of the following is an example of financing activity? So, alin kaya dito ang example ng financing activity? Kanina, investing. So, ulitin ko, investing, that is part of your purchasing and disposal na ating non-current assets. Financing naman, that is ano yung source of fund mo para i-finance mo doon sa entire assets mo. Okay? So, ito ay mostly the issuance of the long-term debts, the issuance of the shares, the payments of the dividends, or the declaration of the dividends, or may kinalaman niya sa repayment ng principal ng long-term loans mo. Okay, that is your financing activity. Letter A, acquiring land. Letter B, employing workers. Letter C, paying off a loan. Letter D, selling equipment. O, tingnan natin. Eliminate natin una dito. Acquiring land. Una, acquiring land. Part siya ng investing activity. So, that kabawasan yan doon sa ating cash. Kasi invest tayo para sa lupa. Letter B, employing workers. Employing workers is part of employing. Kung magbabayad ka ng salaries payable. So, salaries payable, is it part of your financing? Nagpa-finance ba yun? Hindi. So, part siya ng operating activities. Okay? Selling equipment. Sabi ko sa inyo kanina, disposal or selling ng ating equipment, ng ating non-current assets ay part ng ating investing activities. So, that is why letter C is the correct answer. Paying off a loan. So, that is part of your financing activity. Kasi may long term ka dito. Mayroon kang term na loan. So, the answer is letter C. So, number 3. Maliwanag? I hope maliwanag sa inyo. Pakibalik ng inyong mga accounting concepts. Pakireview na lang ninyo. Number 4. The statement of changes in equity would not show. Okay, the statement of changes in equity would not show. Alin kaya dito ang hindi pinapakita sa statement of changes in equity? Okay, tingnan natin. So, revenues. So, alata na, no? So, letter A na yung tamang sagot. Why? Why letter A? Kasi part yan ng statement of financial performance mo or your income statement. Hindi siya part ng statement of changes in equity. O letter B, nakikita mo ba yan? The owner's ending capital balance? Yes, nakikita mo siya. So, doon siya sa pinakadulong computation ng ating statement of changes in equity. Letter C, the owner's initial capital balance, part ba siya ng statement of changes in equity? The answer is yes. Part po siya ng ating statement of changes in equity. That is your beginning balance or initial balance. O, letter D, the owner's withdrawal for the period. Meron ba siya sa formula natin? Yes, meron. That is owner's withdrawal or the drawings ng ating owner. So, letter A is the correct answer for this multiple choice question. Ayan, tingnan natin dito. So, ayan class be careful with the word except. May mga ganun kasi sa mga multiple choice na problem. So, may mga word kang makikitang except. Pag may mga except na ganyan, huwag mong papansinin yan. Okay? So, pag may except, bilugan mo agad yan. Yan ang tamang procedure pagdating sa mga multiple choice. Para madali mo ma-eliminate yun. Okay. Tingnan natin. The profit figure appears. Tingnan natin. Appears in all of the following financial statements except the letter A, the balance sheet. Letter B, income statement. Letter C, statement of cash flows. Letter D, statement of changes in equity. Yung profit figure mo sa nag-a-appear siya sa mga yon. Except may isang napabilang sa choices na hindi dapat kasali. So that is exception to the general rule. So alin nga dyan ang ating exception to the general rule? Sa balance sheet, nakikita mo ba ang profit? No. That is indicated in your ending capital balance. So that is why eliminate mo si letter A. So the correct answer is letter A na po. Okay? Bakit letter A? Balance sheet po is permanent account. Wala po tayong nominal account sa balance sheet. So that is why you are not included the profit figure on your balance sheet. Letter B, income statement, kasali po yan. Dahil yan po ay nasa credit side po ng ating balance. On letter C, statement of cash flows. Yes, lalo na kapag gagamit ka po ng indirect method. So profit, add mo yung depreciation, add back mo, add mo yung amortization expense, increase in current assets, ima-minus mo yon, decrease in current assets, ipa-plus mo, etc. So, kasama siya sa indirect method sa cash flows. O, letter D, statement of changes in equity. Kasali siya. So, computation ng ating ending capital balance. That's why letter A is the correct answer. Hindi po siya lumilitaw sa balance sheet. Okay, so I think kaya pang i-absorb sa inyong mga utak ang ating multiple choice question. Number 5, the statement of cash flows would disclose the withdrawal of cash by the owner. O saan natin i-disclose ang ating withdrawal of cash by the owner? Withdrawal po yan, class. So, ibig sabihin, part ng capital. Saan ba yung kabilang ang capital? That is on your financing activities section po. Hindi po siya kabilang sa investing. Wala po tayong investment doon. Notes to the FS. Wala po tayo sa notes. Pero hindi naman po notes ang pinag-uusapan sa choices. In the operating activity section, no din. Dahil yan ay hindi naman current operations. Withdrawal, that is part of your financing. So that is letter A is the correct answer. That is part of your financing activities. Ayan, number 7. Tingnan natin. Okay, number 7. Which of the following is an example of operating activity? Ayan, operating activity. Alin dyan sa mga choices na yan ang kasali sa operating activity? Is it letter A, obtaining capital from owners? Pag sabing operating, that is an activities that deals with the receipts of cash or the cash inflows and the disbursements of the cash or the cash outflows of the current assets and your current liabilities. Okay? So mostly nasa current assets and current liabilities siya. So obtaining capital from owners, that is part of your financing activities. Purchasing equipment, that is part of your investing activities. Selling land, that is part of your investing activities. Kaya ang correct answer dito for this scenario is letter C. That is selling goods and services to customers. Okay? So, I hope malinaw na sa inyo yung choices. Nakukuha pa yan. Okay, the owner's capital account is found on the letter A, balance sheet debit column and nowhere else. Letter B, trial balance credit column, adjusted trial balance credit column, and the balance sheet credit column of a worksheet. Letter C, trial balance credit column, adjustments credit column, adjusted trial balance credit column, and a balance sheet credit column of a worksheet. Letter D, trial balance credit column and income statement debit column of a worksheet. Letter E, trial balance debit column, adjustments debit column, adjusted trial balance credit column, and income statement credit column of a worksheet. So, alin kaya dyan ang tamang sagot? Tingnan natin. Una sa lahat, eliminate na natin yung mga hindi kasali sa choices. Letter A, balance sheet, debit column. Debit column ba ang capital? Sabi sa principles of ating the debit and credit, that is your capital is on the credit side. So, mali na po yung letter A. Letter B, trial balance credit column. Tumama. Tumama tayo doon. Adjusted trial balance credit column. Tumama tayo doon. And balance sheet credit column of a worksheet. Yun. Medyo sumasakto tayo doon sa letter B. So, stay muna natin letter B. Mukhang tumatama siya. Letter C, trial balance credit column, adjustments. May adjustment ba ang capital sa adjustments section? Wala. So, eliminate mo na yan letter C. Kasi mali na yung statement mo. Nagpamali na siya. Although tama naman yung kabuuan, but wala naman siya sa adjustments talaga. Letter D, trial balance credit column, and income statement. Una, income statement, ikaysan mo na yan kasi hindi naman siya permanent account. That is that is nominal accounts. So, temporary lang income statement. Like, the revenue, the expenses. So, wala na po yung letter D. So, ang natira ay B and C, o letter A, debit. X mo na yun. Wala po tayong debit column na capital unless kung yan ay capital deficit. No? So, letter B or C, alin kaya dyan ang tamang sagot? So, the correct answer is letter B po. Wala po tayong adjustments. Adjusted trial balance po meron. Okay? So, adjustments na yung nagpamali sa letter C. Although tama naman din siya, but letter B yung pinaka malapit na sagot. Number 9. Okay, number 9. If the amount of profit for the current period is less than the amount of the owner's withdrawals, there will be an decrease in the cash account, decrease in the owner's capital account, increase in liabilities on the balance sheet, letter D, increase in the cash account, o letter E, increase in the owner's capital account. Alin kaya dyan ang tamang sagot? If the amount of the profit mo for the current period is less than the amount of the owner's withdrawal, mas maliit daw yung amount ng profit mo for the current period doon sa amount ng owner's withdrawal. Alin kaya dyan? Bakit kaya lumiit ang profit mo? Tingnan natin. So, bakit siya nagkaroon ng mas mababa siya sa ating owner's withdrawal? Tingnan natin. Letter A, decrease in cash account. Una, cash account. Todo tama naman. Bawas din sa cash account mo. Letter B, decrease in the owner's capital account. Yes, decrease talaga siya. Kasi owner's withdrawal yan. Increase in liabilities, wrong. Letter C, eliminate na agad natin yun. Wala pong liability section doon sa withdrawal. Hindi po yan liability section. Increase in the cash account. Mali. Letter D, mali yan. No? Increase, erase mo na yan. Increase in the owner's capital. Hindi po nagpapa-increase ang withdrawal. No? Sa kaalaman ninyo. So, either A or B lang siya. Kapag profit ang pinag-uusapan, class, pag profit ang pinag-uusapan, kapag ganyan na nangyari, is less than the amount of the owner's withdrawal, alin kaya dyan? Sige, analyze. Decrease in the cash account. Kapag nag-withdraw tayo sa debit, owner's withdrawal, credit, cash. Sa letter B naman. Pag nag-decrease naman tayo, so, decrease yan sa capital. Kasi yung withdrawal account mo, again, claims against capital yan, no? Alin-alin kaya dyan? The answer is letter B. Decrease in the owner's capital account. Yun talaga yung may kaugnayan dyan. Although nag-transact tayo ng cash, but ang total effect talaga nandito yan sa owner's capital account. So the answer is letter B. Yan ang pinakatamang sagot dyan. Ayan, tingnan natin to. The profit for Jeffries Franco's treasures is 250,000 for the current year. So the owners withdraw 30,000 per month, no, for personal living expenses. The owner's capital will show a net o anong kaya dyan. Mayroon siyang profit na 250,000. O 30,000 per month ay buong taon ito. Ay ito naka per month. 30,000 times 12, that is 360, right? O, paano natin ano yan? Okay. So, una, letter C, mali na po yan. Hindi po yan, 610. Letter D, hindi rin yung 110. Kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, owner's capital account. Okay. So, alin kaya dyan? Hindi the increase of 360,000, mali din po yun. Okay. 250 less 360 equals 110. So, nagkaroon ka na decrease of 110,000. Letter A yung tamang sagot mo. So, number 10. Letter A siya. 110,000. Okay? I hope maliwanag din sa inyo. Letter A yung tamang sagot. Okay. Number 11. Which of the following is a cash outflow from operating activities? Ayan naman sa sinasabi ko, cash outflow. Pag isabing cash outflow, that is what? That is part of your disbursement. So, ibig sabihin, alin-alin kaya sa mga account na to ang may kinalaman sa current operations na nag-disburse ka? Letter A, payment for interest expense. Letter B, payment to acquire property and equipment. Letter C, payment to settle notes payable. Letter D, payment to owners in the form of withdrawals. Alin kaya dyan ang tamang sagot? The answer is letter A, payment for interest expense. Eliminate mo na yung acquire property and equipment, that is part of your investing activities. Cash outflow yan ng investing activities. Payment to settle notes payable, cash outflow ng financing activities. Letter D, payment to owner in the form of withdrawals, that is part of your cash outflow of the financing activity. So letter A is cash outflow from operating activities. Letter A is the correct answer. The trial balance, debit or credit amount of each account is combined with the amount of any debit or credit adjustments to that account to determine the balance of the account. This process known as, ayan tayo. The trial balance, debit or credit column of each account is combined with the amount of any debit or credit. So, mga ganitong scenario, una, na yan? Understood mo na yan na the trial balance, debit or credit amount of each account is combined with the amount of any debit or credit adjustments. Naka-horizontal yan, imagine niyo. That is cross-voting, letter B. Although balancing, pero hindi siya yung appropriate dyan na statement. Footing, hindi din. Kasi ang footing naka-vertical yan. From up to down yan. Totaling, iba din yan. Parang footing din yan. But, the correct answer is cross-foot tayo. Kasi parang i-adjust mo yun sa horizontal. Kaya the correct answer is letter B. Cross-footing. No? Number 13. Which of the following comes first in the accounting process? O, paulit-ulit ko sinasabi sa inyo sa ating FAB-M1 series. So that is, uunahin natin dito, pag nagpe-prepare tayo ng ating accounting process, first is the journalizing external transactions. Hindi po agad tayo mag-worksheet preparation. Padulo na po yan. Yung preparation of an adjusted trial balance, iba din yan. Part yan ng process ng worksheet. And mali din itong unadjusted trial balance mo kasi pang mga PIP process yan. So that is letter A, journalizing external transactions. 14. Which two steps in the accounting cycle are aided by the preparation of the worksheet? O which two steps in the accounting cycle are aided by the preparation of worksheet? Okay, alin kaya dyan? Journalizing, mali na yan. Hindi na part yan ng ating worksheet series. O posting journal entries, part yan ng general ledger account mo. So, ibig sabihin, X mo na yan. O, lalo na ito, yung ating analyze source documents. So, sa first process pa yan. So, ang tamang sagot dito ay adjusting the accounts and preparing financial statements. So, that is, may adjustments doon and we have the financial statements. Okay, the correct answer is letter A. Yan po yung tamang sagot sa mga choices na yan. Kasi yan po yung magbibigay sa inyo ng marka dito. Markahan mo, preparation of worksheet, wala naman po dyan sa journalizing. Kasi pauna pa yan. Posting, hindi din yan. Third step yan. Analyze source, lalo na yan. Una yan. And preparing FS. O FS, sa dulo muna yan. Although tama rin naman, but mas tumama yung letter A doon. So, yung decision natin is letter A yun. Nakaka-base sa adjusting the accounts and preparing financial statements. O letter number 15. Posting at 3,000 pesos debit as a credit causes an error. Kaya dyan. Posting at 3,000 debit as a credit causes an error in the journal. Kasi debit or credit yan. Yung 3,000 na debit, naging credit siya. Kung cause ng error, saan? Sa journal. Hindi po siya sa transposition dahil hindi naman po amount yung indicated doon. Hindi naman din siya divisible by 9. Hindi naman din siya divisible by 2. So the correct answer is letter A in the journal.
Ha? Anong basama?
So itong 16 to 20 mo, medyo mahaba-haba yan. So, Villanueva Realty had the following balance sheet accounts and balances. Accounts payable, 60,000. Accounts receivable, 10,000. Building, question mark, cash, 30,000. Equipment, 70,000. Arlene Villanueva Capital, blanco. And land, 70,000. So, ito yung mga pertinent na info mo. Okay. So, paki-capture nyo na lang yan. Then, solve mo tong number 16 mo. If the balance of the Villanueva Capital account was 210,000. So, ipagpalagay mo itong Villanueva account mo was 210,000. So, gumawa ka dito na proforma para di ka mahirapan pag mga ganyan. What would be the balance of the building account? Balangko kasi yung building mo. Kung 210,000 daw yung kung 210,000 daw yung ating Arlene Capital, magkano kaya ang magiging natin, building account natin? So, tingnan natin. So, mas madaling i-compute dito, class, yung liabilities and owner's equity mo. So, yung 210,000 mo na Villanueva Capital, i-add mo yan sa accounts payable mo na available sa info. So, 270 yung liabilities and owner's equity mo. Okay? Then, of course, yung mga blanco dito, yung mga 70 na to, ilales mo na lang yan para makuha mo yung building. I-squeeze mo. So, less 70,000, less 70,000, less 10,000, less 30,000. So, So that is 90,000. So may 90,000 ba tayo doon? Meron tayong 90,000 dyan. Paano ginawa ko? Squeeze yan. So yung 210,000 na yon na Villanueva Capital mo, i-add mo yan dito sa 60,000 yan na accounts payable mo. So 270,000. Ilaless mo na lang yung 10,000 kasi work back para makuha mo yung pinaka-building account na total niya 90,000 pesos. That is letter C. Number 17, the balance sheet, the balance of the account was 170,000. What would be the total of the liabilities on owner's equity? So class, make sense of the accounting equation. Assets equivalent to liabilities plus owner's equity. No? Kasi class, dapat hindi ka nagugulan dapat dito. Mag-stick ka lang doon sa basic accounting equation. Assets equivalent to liabilities plus owner's equity. Hindi ka malilito dyan. Okay, tingnan natin. Ano yung total ng liabilities and owner's equity mo? O, kung meron ka ditong asset, magkano yung assets mo? Yung cash mo, 30,000. Add mo ng accounts receivable na 10,000. Add mo ng equipment na 70,000. Add mo ng land na 70,000. 180 na. Tapos, ang ating building, i-add mo din ng 170,000. The correct answer is letter D. That is 350,000 pesos. Okay, 170 plus 180 is equivalent to your liabilities and owner's equity. So, 350,000 in combine all na yan. No? Number 18. If the balance of the account was 150,000 and the equipment was sold for 70,000, what would be the total of the owner's equity? Ayun, class, may bentahan na nangyari. No? May bentahan na pong nangyari. So, magkano yung balance ng ating equipment dito? 70,000. Binenta daw yan. So, sa number 17, binenta yung ating number 18, binenta ng 70,000. So, pag nagbenta ka, so yung debit, cash, credit, the building, the equipment account. So, kasi nagbenta, may proceeds yun. So, dagdag sa cash mo. So, yung dating cash mo, magkano yung cash mo? Nung hindi mo pa nabebenta, 30,000. Eh, nung nagkabenta na 70,000, add mo yan, 100,000. So, eliminate mo na yung equipment kasi binenta mo na siya. So, matitira na lang is yung building account mo. Add mo yung 150,000. Okay, add mo yan. Then, yung land mo na 70,000, i-add mo. So, may total ka na 320. Pero, ima-minus mo yung add mo din pala yung accounts receivable dito. So, may 10,000 ka pa. 330. Ilas mo yung 60,000 para makuha mo yung 270. So, sa number 18, the correct answer is letter C, 270,000. Why? Una, may 150,000 ka na balance sa account mo. So, automatic, add mo na yan. Add mo ng 70,000 na proceeds. Add mo ng 30,000 sa cash. So, may beginning capital balance ka. I-add mo yung 10,000. I-add mo yung 70,000. May 330 ka. Ilaless mo na yung accounts payable na 60,000. So, ang tamang sagot na lumitaw dito ay 270,000. Letter C. No? O 19. If the balance of the account was 140, building account was 140,000 and 30,000 accounts payable were paid in cash. So, binayaran na po yung 30,000 in cash. So, bawas yan sa cash account mo. So, eliminate mo na yan, both sides. So, yung balance mo sa cash, magkano yung balance mo sa number, sa cash? 30,000. O, ima-minus mo na yan. So, itong 60,000, nabawasan ito. So, debit accounts payable, credit cash. So, both sides nabawasan. So, meron kang 30,000 na lang na balance sa accounts payable mo. Okay? And sa cash account mo, wala ka na pong balance. Pero nadagdagan ka ng building account mo na 140,000. Okay? So, 140,000 mo, add mo yon. I-add mo yan dito sa 10,000. O, 30, may 30 pa ba? Wala na. Eliminate mo na yan kasi nagbayad ka ng utang. So, itong equipment mo, add mo pa rin yan. 70,000. Okay. And then, add mo ng 70,000 equals 290,000. So, yan po ang tamang sagot. 200, mali. Hindi siya 290. Meron ka pang 30,000 dito, class. So, may 30,000 ka pa ililess doon kasi yun yung natirang balance mo sa accounts payable mo. Kasi nagbayad ka dito sa transaction na to eh. So, equivalent sa 260,000. Letter B, tamang sagot. Letter B po ang tamang sagot. Number 20. If the balance of the building account was 80,000 and 30,000 of the accounts payable were paid in cash, what would be the total? O, ilagay mo na agad yung 80,000 na balance saan? Sa building. Okay, ilagay mo na agad yun. Sa building account na 80,000. O, tapos add mo yung 10,000. O, wala na yung 30,000 kasi nagbayad ka. Nagbayad ka ng accounts payable mo. So, wala na, eliminate na yan. Add 170,000. Okay. Add mo ng 70,000. O, 230 less 60,000. That is? O, number 20, that is? O, ano sagot nyo? Ulitin natin. O, 80,000. 80,000 sa building, add natin ng 10,000. Add natin ng 70,000. Add natin ng 70,000. Less natin ng 30,000 dun sa accounts payable, that is 200,000. O, wala pa rin siyang 200,000. Add mo na yung 30,000. So, 230 na yung tamang sagot. Letter D. Why letter D? Kasi kanina binawas ko yung 30 kaya naging 200. So, dapat 230,000 yung tamang sagot mo. So, add back mo lang yung binawas kong accounts payable. Kasi ang tinatanong naman is total liabilities and owner's equity. So, total din yan, total assets. So, doon lang tayo nagbase sa total assets natin.
Gabong.
Ulitin ko. Sige. I-compute natin 80,000. Add natin 10,000. Add natin ng 70,000. Add natin ng 70,000. 230. So, 230 na po yung balance. Letter D. So, I hope malinaw po sa inyo yung ating mga naging talakayan sa 1 to 20 items na rationale. So, I hope nagigets to siya. So, ano lang, aral basa-basa lang tayo. Always remember that reading is a power. Lalo na kapag nag-a-analyze ka ng mga problem. So, that's all and thank you.